Well, if a kid is sitting too long, they start to find other ways to get that energy out. So they're tapping their foot, they're tapping their pencil, they're bugging the kid next to them. All these things that start bringing other behaviors to the surface, and that all impedes learning.
So getting up and moving helps improve attention to task, gives them that opportunity to take a break from what they're doing and then refocus their abilities.
Motion breaks definitely give the brain a chance to kind of process what they've learned up to that point, take a breather, and then come back to what they were working on before.
With kids, it's fun, you know, because you can tell a kid to get into a tree pose and they'll get into that tree pose, but are they breathing? And that's when you really have to, you really have to get in there and kind of cue them to take those deep inhalations and come up with those special little cues that make them want to take a deep breath with a great exhalation, you know. But they're easy to get into the poses.
It's definitely important to include any type of movement, and losing that extra gym class during the week at an elementary level does have an impact, and especially during the wintertime when they maybe don't have an outside recess again. It's really good that they incorporate something like a Ready Bodies. I know some teachers use Go Noodle and just little dance activities and get them up and out of their seats.
They're very excited about it. They'll look at the clock and say, hey, you know, it's time. Oh, it's Ready Bodies time, or it's sensory break time. They know it's coming, and they're very excited about it.
You know, when you start bringing out things like downward dog, they love dogs. You do cat and cow. I start taking kids into cat and cow, and then I tell them when they inhale, be ready to moo, and then they moo into that cow. They love that.
We're making things fun so that, you know, they are learning, they are able to access different parts of their brain and that sort of thing, and not necessarily know that they're doing it.
There's much better focus after they've done these exercises. Better participation in class. They're able to sustain being in class and doing their work better.
It's this slowing down the mind, slowing down the physical body, creates clarity, focus. You know, getting into the yoga postures really brings in a little bit of, you know, guidelines, disciplinary guidelines. You know, you have to follow this sequence to achieve these poses. Holding poses, creating flexibility, which they pretty much already have. Balance, that sense of balance, that sense of confidence, that self-esteem, that self-respect. I mean, there are so many things that go into yoga, and I want to say, you know, this is all good for kids, but, you know, it works on everyone.
Namaste.